Good evening, viewers, and welcome to today's edition of the news. And before we begin with it, the headlines first. Achik member dies after assault in West Garo Hills. Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma confirms 3 arrest appeals for peace. Justice Revati Prashant Mohite Dere sworn in as Meghalaya Chief Justice. President Murmu summons Parliament for Budget Session 2026, session to run from 28 January to 2nd April. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi to participate in Somnath Temple Millennium Commemoration. Celebrations mark 1,000 years of faith at Somnath. The news in detail, and first the local news. A tragic incident was reported from Golgaon under Rajabala in West Garo Hills on Friday, January 9th, where an Achik NGO member lost his life following a brutal assault. The deceased has been identified as Dilseng M. Sangma, son of Gaban CH Marak of Amogre, Phulbari. He was allegedly attacked by unidentified persons and sustained critical injuries. Sangma was first taken to Bhait Bari Community Health Center and later referred to Tura Civil Hospital, where he succumbed to his injuries while being shifted. In response to the incident, police deployed multiple teams and tightened security in sensitive areas. A case has been registered and investigations are underway. The district administration also convened a peace meeting at the Tura Circuit House, chaired by DC Vibhor Agarwal and SP Abraham T. Sangma, with civil society organizations to prevent further unrest and maintain law and order. Superintendent of Police Abraham T. Sangma, IPS, appealed to the public to maintain peace, avoid spreading unverified information, and cooperate with the authorities as efforts continue to apprehend all those involved.
Yesterday's incident in the village called Golgaon, where the NGOs were attacked by some unidentified persons, and in the process, one of the NGO members succumbed to his injuries while on the way to civil hospital. So in this regard, we have registered a show motor case, and we are leaving no stone unturned. We'll be apprehending all the culprits who are involved in this particular case.
Similar peace meeting is being held in Rajapala as well as in Phulbari. This is to make sure that everyone is on board and all the concerned stakeholders and representatives of the civil society make sure that they spread message of peace and calm, because in situations like this, there is a lot of rumors and a lot of panic that starts seeping in the society. So it's important that as the civil society, everyone remains calm, and the representatives also are able to send out a positive message to them.
Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma has confirmed that 3 persons have been arrested in connection with the Rajabala incident in West Garo Hills that led to the death of Achik member Dilseng M. Sangma. In a video statement, the Chief Minister said police conducted multiple raids at different locations and efforts are continuing to apprehend the remaining accused. He has said the incident occurred after a group carried out an inspection at an illegal stone quarry near Rajabala, during which clashes broke out along the AMPT road. Terming the incident as tragic and unfortunate, the Chief Minister expressed condolences to the bereaved family.
Friends, yesterday there was a very tragic and a very unfortunate incident that took place in Garo Hills, where one youth lost his life and one was seriously injured. We condemn this particular incident and at the same time express our condolences to the members of the bereaved family. Last night, the West Garo Hills police was very swift and multiple raids were made in different locations. 3 people have been arrested, and the police is working tirelessly to find the rest of the people who were involved in this heinous crime. Today, the Deputy Commissioner has called different members of civil society to form a peace committee and to ensure that all related matters are discussed in detail.
Justice Rivati Prashant Mohite Dere was sworn in on Saturday as the Chief Justice of the Meghalaya High Court. She succeeds Chief Justice Suman Sen, who has been transferred as Chief Justice of the Kerala High Court. Before this appointment, Justice Dere served as a judge in the Bombay High Court. The swearing-in ceremony was attended by senior judicial and government officials besides ministers and MLAs of the state. Officials say her appointment is expected to strengthen the functioning of the state judiciary. State Minister Lakman Rumboi said the Meghalaya government must listen to the voice of the people regarding railway connectivity in the state. Speaking to reporters, Rumboi said that while the centre aims to connect all states through rail and air services for development, public opinion in Meghalaya cannot be ignored. He said there is concern that railway connectivity could lead to large-scale influx and settlement of people from outside, posing a threat to indigenous minority communities. He pointed out that Meghalaya is a sixth scheduled state and the government of India cannot impose decisions against the will of the people. The minister also stressed the importance of traditional institutions such as Dorbar Shnong and Dorbar Raj in safeguarding the state from illegal infiltration.
Ngimla banlen namarba nakadaw jongka jibomdan ka sungsngan harate ke jaka ta kindan ba kibriu na mentaban wat ke jakpo na mentaban explore the new horizon ko baong kin paren ban explore ban wat ya ke jaka kamai jakpo ta kin persyam ban rungtu na keneka syakaneka thang ke jongi sama khalial ne syaki wepat kedai takadaw kajing trailang hi kedai berankam bante lakam ya kaneka jiban kertep jangki menderi lakadai ki bahan napo ka ri ke jongi ne napari.
Education Minister Lakman Rumboi has said that unrest in Bangladesh has affected traders in Meghalaya, particularly those involved in cross-border trade. He said there is a clear difference between earlier and present conditions, as importers and exporters no longer enjoy the same level of confidence. Rumboi said the situation has prompted both the state government and the government of India to remain highly vigilant along the international border to prevent illegal infiltration. He clarified that stricter measures are not intended to disrupt legitimate border movement by residents who cross over for work and daily activities. The minister said Bangladesh is expected to hold elections in February and expressed hope that the new government would ensure safety of minority communities and restore stability.
Tiga nung jing kulmar ngan ong bakan nung kta te kamlong habadon nung jing kulmar kan kta be ya ka yo ka pot jom gitu ibadan ha ka thai ka kenturu ya barok nang song jong ka ki than kaput ba ki dei ban pek ngor ya ka no ka bat kin ai ji trelang bagi BSF jai trelang bagi pulit nang ba kanu ka jing i shan khmat lane kinu ki ba i phla kin report nang ba ki bor ka an kin shim.
The Indian Institute of Management Shillong celebrated the convocation ceremony of the Management Essentials 2025 program under the banner Adyant. The program was conducted in collaboration with Milvest and focused on skilling military personnel and their families. The program is designed to address challenges faced by military families, including frequent relocations and career breaks, and aims to support their transition into business and management roles. Addressing the gathering as chief guest, Lieutenant General Wadwa said the strength of the program lies in its inclusivity, where officers, junior ranks and military spouses learn together. He said modern capability is skill-based rather than rank-based.
Today is the world of change, whether it's in the armed forces or anywhere in the society, education, banking, the private sector. Change is inherent. The rapid change of technology that we are witnessing here today is something it's been unprecedented. Technological cycles that used to take often many a decades are now happening in a couple of months. So this is technology, this is change, and that is why we need to be prepared for it.
The Meghalaya Commercial Truck Owners and Drivers Association held a meeting with lorry owners and drivers to address key grievances. The association decided to petition the government and MP seeking a by-lane along NH44 in Ribhoi as drivers are barred from halting on the highway. MCTODA also raised non-payment of dues by the Food Corporation of India, affecting around 100 drivers with pending payments nearing Rs 1 crore. The body welcomed the Meghalaya High Court order fixing transport rates at Rs 8 per kilometre from cement factories and said it would abide by the ruling. Drivers flagged irregularities in fuel measurement at filling stations and warned of legal action if discrepancies are found. The association also opposed the role of middlemen in lorry rentals, stating it negatively impacts owners and drivers.
Makani kam kit kau sha FCI kalong kadum karamba ajin sha ka FCI kam dei ken ban ot yaki pisah naki try tro makla don lupa ka guidelines jongka rule jongka central government te na kali ang jongi yakani bentang ila dep tho la dep kali but yakani ke jing ot pisah kila pensange hare yakani ke jing sha pisah ke jing bom ai pisah kala simpor daki ladon kibadon arsnam yairu ya kamu taki spangut ki don ki kali ki pagba ki badai na ba kalengari ka si jantia ki bomyo isu ya ka jingsiu karena di khidlum kelum lela jankot de ki klur na marsisin pilala ben ya utrai kali kamud ya ki lamanong ki malik mo ki kenrat kamud ba kakta tapi ya ki nong treiru marmakiru ndam phim ai pisa shu labam mutu banabar ya to ka pisa kum uru umyo shu ban ai bible ya gitu ki nong trei.
The 36th District Conference of Rotary International District 3240, titled Pratit Wani, a Symphony of Nature and Knowledge, was held at Lariti Maudyangdyang. Rotarians from across the Northeast and other parts of the country participated. Addressing the conference, Pradyot Barman highlighted Rotary's contributions in education, healthcare and social welfare. He stressed the need for unity, compassion and sincerity in serving society. He also said there is limited awareness about the Northeast in other parts of the country and urged Rotary to help sensitize policy makers and promote greater representation of the region at the national level.
You have done some wonderful work, not only on education, but on health, on wellness and awareness. But most importantly, I think the resonance why I'm here as well today is because when we speak about unity, when we speak about friendship, fellowship, it can only happen when you have the warmth and the heart to do it.
Now moving on to the regional news. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma on Saturday said India is a Hindu nation and expressed his belief that the country's Prime Minister will always be a Hindu. Reacting to a statement by IMIM leader Asauddin Owaisi, Sarma clarified that constitutionally there is no restriction on anyone becoming Prime Minister. He added that his comments reflect his view on India's cultural and political identity. The remarks come amid ongoing debates on leadership and representation in the country. Sarma's statement has drawn attention across political circles and media discussions. Analysts say the comments may spark further debate on religion and politics in India.
Constitutionally, there is no bar. Anybody can become Prime Minister, but India is a Hindu nation, Hindu civilization, and we will always believe, and we are extremely confident that Indian Prime Minister will always be a Hindu person.
The state's integrated state bus terminal is set to become fully functional, aimed at improving connectivity and public transport across the city. Alongside new city bus services are being introduced to enhance commuter convenience and reduce traffic congestion. The developments were highlighted during a media program marking National Road Safety Month. Anurag Bajpai, Additional Chief Secretary, addressed the gathering, emphasizing safe driving practices and improved transport infrastructure. Now for the national news. President Draupadi Murmu has approved the summoning of both houses of parliament for the budget session 2026. The session will begin on 28 January and continue until 2nd April. The first phase of proceedings will conclude on 13 February. Parliament will resume its second phase on 9 March to complete the session. The budget session is expected to focus on informed debate and key policy discussions. Officials say it will emphasize people-centric governance and legislative priorities. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will arrive in Gujarat today to mark 1,000 years since the first attack on the historic Somnath Temple. He will participate in Omkar chanting and witness a special drone show as part of the celebrations. The Prime Minister will also lead the Shaurya Yatra and perform a puja at the temple. A public gathering is scheduled where he will address devotees and citizens. The events honor the temple's enduring faith, resilience and revival over the centuries. Officials say the celebrations highlight both spiritual and cultural significance of Somnath in India's heritage. Now moving on to the international news. Former U.S. President Donald Trump has renewed his proposal for the United States to acquire Greenland, citing national security concerns. Trump pointed to increased Russian and Chinese activity in the Arctic region as a strategic threat. European leaders and Denmark have rejected the idea, reiterating that Greenland is not for sale. They argued that the renewed push is driven by access to Greenland's oil, gas, and rare earth resources. Denmark warned that such a move could strain transatlantic relations within NATO. Analysts say the issue could further escalate geopolitical tensions in the Arctic region.
Are going to do something on Greenland, whether they like it or not, because if we don't do it, Russia or China will take over Greenland, and we're not going to have Russia or China as a neighbor. I would like to make a deal, the easy way, but if we don't do it the easy way, we're going to do it the hard way. We need that because if you take a look outside of Greenland right now, there are Russian destroyers, there are Chinese destroyers and bigger, there are Russian submarines all over the place.
Tehran, Iran. The Iranian army on Saturday vowed to safeguard strategic infrastructure and public property amid the country's largest protests in years. The military urged citizens to resist what it called the enemy's plots, as authorities step up efforts to quell unrest. Protests continued overnight, with state media reporting a municipal building set on fire in Karaj, west of Tehran. State TV showed funerals of security personnel reportedly killed in Shiraz, and Hamdan. Rights groups say at least 65 people have died, including 50 protesters and 15 security forces, while more than 2,500 have been arrested. The unrest follows warnings from U.S. leaders, including President Donald Trump and Secretary of State Marco Rubio, supporting Iranian protesters. And now for the sports news. Former Indian football captain Bhaijung Bhutia interacted with participants during the Rotary District Conference in Shillong. He shared his journey from a farming family background to representing India at the international level. Bhutia recalled being inspired by football legends and said government initiatives such as the Sports Authority of India and scholarships played a key role in shaping his career. He said after retirement, he established the Bhaijung Bhutia football schools, which have trained around 7,000 children across the country. He also criticized VIP culture in Indian sports, stating that players should be given priority over ceremonial formalities.
So I think for Northeastern kid, the opportunity is big. There is huge talent here. There is a great environment with football in Northeast. That is the best thing we can have. You go to any Shillong district or Manipur or Sikkim, you know, there's an environment of football. Kids are playing. There's a lot of tournaments happening within the community. Once upon a time, Bengal used to have that, Calcutta used to have that, which I'm quite unfortunate and sorry that we are losing that kind of football culture in Calcutta.
The Motorsports Club of Meghalaya will organize a 3-day event titled MSCM Off-Road Trophy 2.0 from January 15 to 17th in collaboration with Ladlingkot Sports Club. The Northeast level event is expected to see participation of around 40 to 50 competitors from Meghalaya, Assam, Nagaland, Mizoram and Kerala. The organizers expressed confidence that the event would attract motorsports enthusiasts and visitors, thereby contributing to the growth of adventure sports and tourism in the state. Speaking to reporters, MSCM General Secretary Geoffrey Carson-Theo said the event aims to provide a platform for young motorsports enthusiasts to showcase their talent and gain exposure. He said the tournament will also promote adventure sports and tourism in Meghalaya. Carson-Theo said the objective of organizing the off-road trophy is to tap the immense talent of youth in the region and create a memorable event that inspires and empowers the next generation.
Ya kasap tu kinong ila kan, but ban ayam siam ro yoki lingba kali ka event jui bakinla ban ayam ban compete hak kumju haki national baki international events. Dia hak ju kapu ro lingba kali ke events ni buat ban fat ya ki pat ba ban web ban kumju ba ya ki torres ki ban awar ba kilwan ban yasin muntalang ban saki ya kali ka tamasa ka bangi belong hang tei ha lat dukor.
Qatar's Nasser Al Attiyah has taken the overall lead in the Dakar Rally after winning Friday's 6th stage in Saudi Arabia. The 55-year-old driving for Dacia Sand Riders turned a 3-minute deficit into a 6-minute advantage over the 326-kilometer time stage from Hale to Riyadh. Al Attiyah finished nearly 3 minutes ahead of teammate Sebastian Loeb, marking Dacia's first Dakar 1-2 finish. Toyota's Hind Lathiagan dropped to second overall, with Ford's Nani Roma completing the podium for the first time since 2019. In the motorcycle category, Daniel Sanders remains the despite a 6-minute penalty for speeding, with Honda's Ricky Brabeck in close pursuit. The rally will resume Sunday after a rest day, with 7 stages remaining to the finish in Yanbu on January 17. Now for the weather report. First, let's take a look at the weather report in Tura. The minimum temperature was recorded at 13 degrees Celsius and the maximum temperature 23 degrees Celsius with relative humidity 56%. Moving on to Shillong, the minimum temperature 9 degrees Celsius and the maximum temperature 19 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity 54%. Meanwhile, in July, the minimum temperature was 9 degrees Celsius and the maximum temperature 19 degrees Celsius and the relative humidity 57%. And the forecast in Tura, Shillong and July says clear weather most likely to occur. And now, before we end the news, the headlines once again. Achik member dies after assault in West Garo Hills. Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma confirms 3 arrest appeals for peace. Justice Revati Prashant Mohite Deri sworn in as Meghalaya Chief Justice. President Mumu summons Parliament for Budget Session 2026, session to run from 28 January to 2nd April. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi to participate in Somnath Temple Millennium Commemoration celebrations mark 1,000 years of faith at Somnath. Well, viewers, with that we have come to the end of the news bulletin. Until we meet again tomorrow at the same time, same channel. Thank you for watching and good night.